Welcome back into the Stochastic YouTube channel, guys. My name's Geoff Ulrich, bringing you some Sunday NBA action for No House Advantage. And if you are new to No House Advantage, definitely a site worth checking out. In this video, we're going to be talking about their Pick'em contest for Stokastic.com. And again, in the Pick'em contest on No House Advantage for Sunday NBA, they do have a 15K guaranteed 5K to first slam dunk tournament up there. And guys, I mean, No House Advantage putting out big guaranteed contests, lots of overlay on the site. For their Pick'em contest, if you haven't tried it, what we're essentially doing, we're taking props together and we're putting them in just a traditional DFS lineup. We're going to give them point values on each of them. You're going to assign different props to each value. Then you create a whole lineup. You're going to go against the field. You're going to try and get over on it. And essentially, what we're going to do in this video, we're going to give you some props to look at. We're going to go over some strategy as well. Looking at props that maybe the field won't be thinking about, looking for some leverage plays, stuff like that. So we got a decent slate for NBA this Sunday, about 5 games. But again, if you are new to No House Advantage as well, use promo code Stokastic to sign up there. You get a $50 match deposit bonus if you're new to the site. It's just free money. You're able to use it on some of these contests, bigger contests with big first place prizes. Let's you try out the site for a lower investment. Promo code Stokastic there as well. And just before last thing, free projections for No House Advantage over on Stokastic.com. Really recommend you checking those out after this video. We got a bunch of different sports going on at Stokastic.com. Projections for everything, but free No House Advantage projections for NFL and for NBA. That's worth checking out. So give this video a like, subscribe to the YouTube channel if you haven't already as well, guys. Let's get into these picks, though. Again, we're trying to create a nice lineup here, getting a little bit of leverage on the field. So let's start with a guy who is going to be popular, Steph Curry. Obviously, I think that when the field thinks about Steph Curry, they're thinking big games, putting up a lot of points. The Warriors are coming off a loss to Denver in their last start. They've had a day of rest. They're getting Sacramento on back-to-back games here. So this one could be a bit of a slaughter. And one thing we have seen from the Warriors, or especially it's been a big point of discussion, is they're trying to limit their stars' minutes. But Steph Curry really hasn't had his minutes limited that much to start the year. He played 36 minutes against Denver. I'm looking at his assist prop at 5.5, and I want to take the under again. I mentioned it in the last NBA video I did a few days ago, and it did hit for us. Steph Curry played 36 minutes, but he actually went under on the assists. And I'm going to go back there. I don't think Steph plays that much in this game is the main reason. I think they do try to finally just limit him a little bit. Again, playing 36. The whole idea was keep their starters to 30 minutes. Well, Steph has been over that the first 2 games. I think that probably comes back a little bit. And if this game gets a little silly, I just don't think you're going to see him play that much. Let's go under on his assist prop. We like the under here. It's a pretty strong play for us on Stokastic. Again, you can check out those free projections for No House after this video, but I think it's a good way to start. I think that the Warriors starters, if they get ahead here, they'll really try and limit the minutes a bit, coming off a pretty high usage game against Denver. So Steph Curry under 5.5 assists. That's where we're going to go for our first prop. Now let's connect some props together. Let's go to the Sacramento game, and let's correlate a little bit. De'Aaron Fox. This dude's just going to see high usage all year, in my opinion. Tyrese Halliburton out just means more touches, more shots for De'Aaron Fox. I know he played last night, but he's gonna be in these spots against better teams a lot this year. And 19.5 is his point projection right now on No House Advantage for this game. We have for this projected as a pretty strong over. We have De'Aaron Fox projected for a couple points more than this. This isn't just a slight lean to the over. This is a pretty big over for the site. And I do think it makes a lot of sense. Yes, it's a back-to-back, but realistically, this is who the Sacramento Kings are going to be relying on. They're going to be leaning on De'Aaron Fox all year. And I really don't mind the matchup going up against Steph Curry anyways, and the guards on Golden State. Yeah, they definitely play good defense, especially interior, but De'Aaron Fox, he's been up against these guys before. He's not going to be intimidated. They did kind of lose a heartbreaker last night as well. They should be motivated to come out, hopefully start hot, but this is really just a projection play for me, and I do think it correlates well with the Steph Curry under assist. Even if Golden State is out there in front, Fox probably just going to be attempting a few more shots in that second half. 19.5 points. We're going to go over that for our second prop here. I like using these two together as well. I think a lot of people just be going over on the Warriors starters, just because they have a big point projection as well. So I think taking the under on Steph and then going over on Fox, it actually makes a lot of sense when you look at how this game's going to go. Warriors, deeper rotation, may limit their starters. Fox, there really should be no limitations there. So let's head to another game. Let's head to New Orleans and Utah for our next, really our third and fourth picks for this video. I'm going to give you about 5 in this video. Then you can kind of chew on them. You can think, is the strategy make sense? You can put them together. You can use half of them. I don't care. You can do whatever you want with them. But let's go to New Orleans and the Utah Jazz. Let's go to Zion Williamson. This is an interesting spot. I do think that Zion could have a really big game here. The Jazz's interior defense is no Rudy Gobert. You got Lauri Markkanen and Kelly Olynyk this year, but we have a big projection here on no advantage for Zion for points, rebounds, and this as an assist. He's got a 35.5 projection. And you know what? I'm going to lean under here. We've seen 2 games back from Zion. He was dominant in the first one, but the second one, he didn't do that much. He had 16 points. He was well under this total. I think he had about 6 rebounds. So he really didn't come close. And we know Zion's not going to rack up a bunch of assists. Certainly not going to becoming a huge playmaker. I think that the matchup will be there, but the other thing about Zion is he's limited to 30 minutes. He's played 30 minutes flat in each of his first 2 games. And if this game becomes a blowout, does he maybe go under that minute total just because the Pelicans trying to just limit him a little bit off the start of the season, make sure he doesn't get re-injured, obviously. So 35.5, I think when you see these kind of elevated totals on Zion, it's okay to go under. Again, could he explode here? He could. The matchup is there, but what we've seen from him is going to be limited minute-wise. I think he's going to be a very up-and-down play, especially at the start of the year when he shakes off that rust. Let's go under here. Let's just keep taking unders on the big totals for Zion until we really see that he's kind of that consistent force. I think that's perfectly fine. Again, New Orleans is a better team here, so a lot of different ways for New Orleans to win in this game just to get points. I think going under Zion 35.5, we'll start there. Let's go to the other side, though, because I do think that Utah, a little bit easier team to kind of project right now. Obviously, no Gobert there. It's just there's more shots available for the players that have stayed. Jordan Clarkson has started the season quite nice. His usage is up. His point production is up. He's averaging 19.5 points, over his first couple of games. He's actually averaging over 5 rebounds a game as well, the highest points of his career. And I don't think much is going to change for Jordan Clarkson in the future. This is his role. He's going to have a big role in this offense simply out of necessity. He's got a 26.5 points, rebounds, and assist prop on no house advantage. And you know what? I like going over this. Jordan Clarkson's going to have to shoot the ball. The interior game for Utah, I mean, I just don't think that they're going to be able to rely on that. I think Jordan Clarkson may even take a few more shots than we've seen. He's been very efficient so far, shooting 500 from the 3-point line as well. I could see him launching a couple more threes here. So Jordan Clarkson is a player who just should see good usage in this game. And he's going to see good usage all season. I think his props are still a little bit depressed as well. We haven't projected as a solid play here. I like going over in this one. There's no reason to fade this player really right now at these totals for the simple fact is we know what we're getting. We know he's going to be on the floor. Again, not a huge, a deep rotation for Utah this year. I think Jordan Clarkson, good over target to start the year. And we're going to go over on him for no house advantage, 26.5 points, rebounds, assists. So again, that's the kind of correlation plays that I got for you for your pick'em contest. I do want to throw one more play out there quickly, though. This Minnesota game is interesting. Jaden McDaniels is a player I'm very interested in. This guy saw 39 minutes of run with the starters in the Timberwolves last game. They did drop it to the Utah Jazz. And McDaniels, he wasn't very efficient from a fantasy standpoint, but my goodness, if he's going to play that many minutes and the Timberwolves starters are going to get that much run, just game to game, you got to look at the overs here. Points, rebounds, and assists for Jaden McDaniels, 21.5. Let's take an over here. I think that these props you'll see go up a little bit throughout the year as well. This is a player that in McDaniels as well that the Wolves really like. They like him. They kind of kept him around. They could have traded him away when they were making some deals over the summer, but he's in there. He's in the starting lineup. And I think you'll see his usage go up a tiny bit. Again, he's a little bit unlucky not to get there to the overs in the last game he played so much, but I don't see the minutes going down necessarily. I do see the efficiency going up. So Jaden McDaniels over 21.5 rebounds and assists. That's where we're going to end it here. Again, just a quick recap. Under Steph Curry assists 5.5. Over De'Aaron Fox. We're going to go over on his points 19.5. And then Zion Williamson, we're going to take an under at 35.5 points, rebounds, and assists. Again, got a little bit of a minutes cap. Jordan Clarkson, over 26.5 points, rebounds, and assists. And then Jaden McDaniels, we're going to go over as well, 21.5 points, rebounds, and assists. So thanks again for checking out this video, guys. Again, check out Stokastic.com, free projections for No House Advantage. Use promo code Stokastic if you are signing up for No House Advantage. If you're new to the site, $50 match deposit bonus when you use promo code Stokastic. Give this video a like and subscribe if you haven't already. My name's Geoff Ulrich. Hope you have a great Sunday of NBA action on No House Advantage. And we'll talk to you again soon.